All right. Wait, that's not right. Of course. Leave it to this guy. Always something. It's always something. How do I change that? No, no, no. Maybe this? Not that. Okay. All right. Maybe... I don't know. I don't know. Do I ever know? Wait, what about this? Nope. Oh, I've got to go this route. So I go like this. And so how do I change this? I need to change that. I can figure this out. Wait. Oh, see? Okay, I got that. Oh. Genius. Yeah. All right. How's everyone doing? I'm Radio. Welcome to Walk the Line. I think it says SEMPER GUMBY because, well, SEMPER GUMBY. Change 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 are coming because, yeah, that's just the way it works. James, what's going on? Granny Lisa, how are you? Tim, how are you? Everybody doing okay? It's been a while. It's been a busy couple of weeks. A lot going on. A lot of changes for many different things. But yeah, I got the camera right here in front of me. That's cool. Waiting for Ramon. Ramon will actually be here. Oh boy, was this one fun. And I have changed the rooms in which I am in little studio area. Still in the process of setting this up. So camera, if it looks weird or not, let me know. Like, yeah. And sound, let me know. I don't know if I'm in sync or not. Like, my equipment isn't set up, real well. But good news, we have this. Hold on, let me not step on myself here. And let me find... Crap, where is it? Aha! The colorblind guy has chalk. And we have chalkboard wall. You know what? I just realized something. I should probably put Walk the Line on that as... Someone remember that quote, by the way. Decades are just seconds in time. My therapist and I thought of that. I'm sure somebody smarter than the two of us combined probably came up with it. But, oh, you just Bart Simpsoned me. Ramon, yes. Oh my God. Watch this. Everyone will love this. Wow, this is great. Fantastic, as a matter of fact. Here, let me go ahead and remove me from this. And then I do believe... Okay, cool. You guys can actually see my phone right now. This is funny. Click on the link above. Oh my God, that's classic. There he is.
What is happening?
Is that, I mean, click on link above. You can see my phone. Like, I've got my phone up right now, so everyone could see me texting you.
I had no idea we were going live. I thought we were going to do a quick call.
Oh my God, that's too funny.
You see my hair looking all crazy.
Oh no.
Yes, I just got out of the hospital a little while ago.
I know. So when this thing started, hold on. Let's see here. There we go. I gotta change the background a little bit. But when this thing started, the little like caption of like, oh, what's this show supposed to be about? And it's Semper Gumby, people. Semper Gumby.
Check out the back.
Change. Oh dear God! What in the hell happened? So we were supposed to have a business meeting, so to speak, last night. I call up Ramon. I've been trying to get a hold of him all day. Like, bro, where are you? What's going on? Like 5 minutes before, he is like sends me a picture of him just laid out in a hospital bed. Like, emergency. Go ahead and fill in the world on what happened.
Yeah, man. So I woke up around 1:30 in the morning. I was having a lot of pain. I thought it might be gas, whatever. It felt like that, like a lot of pressure. I took some Tums, started to help to relieve, and then it got worse. So then I took some Mylanta, thinking, whatever. And then I started to just throw up for about an hour. And then the pain got so bad. I was like, I know the difference. I can tolerate pain pretty well, but I know the difference. And I was like, something's up here. So, I rushed to the hospital. Yeah, sure enough, I had an infection in my gallbladder, and they went into surgery, removed it, and here we are. Thing is,
Bro.
they fill you up with air, right? So they do three spots. They put one on your belly button. They put in the camera. They put in two holes in the side to access, to put the tools in, and then they cut up the top of your belly to get the gallbladder out. So, they fill you up with air so that they can get access to all that, right? And then the air is now putting pressure on the rest of my body, and it's just very, very painful afterwards. I'm like, we just gotta go through the motions. I'll be good to go by tomorrow.
So what you're saying is they like blow you up like a balloon?
Yeah, pretty much. They said it's 2 weeks of hey Julie, how are you? Gallbladder issues. It almost blew up. It almost blew up. Yeah, it was bad, man. It was a bad deal. I'm me, man. I'm a pretty tough guy, I think.
Yeah, I'd say you're a pretty tough cookie.
Yeah, and this was kind of a very unusual pain, and I was like, and they were like, yeah, man, that thing. They showed me the pictures. They were like, yeah, usually it's kind of like crystal, like transparent, and yours looks real angry. It looked like just a big, I don't know.
Angry gallbladder?
Yeah,
Is
it
that
looked like a
possible?
freaking bull nut sack or something. It was ugly. It was bad.
Oh,
It
that's
was
funny as
normal
hell.
size. You can imagine twice the size of a normal gallbladder in my body was like pretty large. So,
Whoa!
and it actually went down. I can see the two top abs now on my stomach, which used to be like a little pudge before. Like I thought it was just fat, and no, it wasn't that. So let me see who's chatting with us.
We have a few people here
Are
chatting
you
with us.
crackling?
Ooh, this right here, I think that's it. Found it. This
What's
is
up,
the one.
Tim? Sounds good. Looks good. Like that. Bart
Yeah.
Simpson. Where's Bart?
Oh, because my background. Have you noticed?
I saw it. Yeah.
So the
Sure.
reason this came about was a while ago. One of my therapists and I came up with the idea. I was like, yeah, do something different. We came up. I saw chalkboard paint. I'm like, oh, that's it. Gonna paint a wall in the studio, chalkboard, and that'll be the background. It can always change, right? Like I can
I like it.
go up there right now and I can Bart Simpson this thing. And actually, hold on. I got to take a picture of this real fast because I will forget. So
You know, draw a map.
I don't want to forget is basically photo. Yeah.
My brother, but he doesn't want to come out on the screen.
Wait, who? What?
So my brother's in here. He doesn't want to come out on the screen
Why not? Why not, brother?
because he's camera shy. Oh, he went out there and lowered down the TV because we have a whole bunch of shit happening in the house. It was super quiet, an hour ago, no one here, and then all of a sudden it just boom.
I gotta get an eraser. Yeah, there we go. And now watch this.
Oh, walk the line, baby.
Yeah.
That's right, baby. I should be wearing my T-shirt, but I can't find it. I'm also wearing a T-shirt that used to fit me when I walked the line. It doesn't necessarily fit me now. So
Uh, that's not true. I did not eat all of the crayons. I might still have some.
Are you crackling yet? What does that mean?
I don't know. I'm kind of confused on that
Oh,
one.
this is cold blooded. James Williams said you had to use chalk because all the crayons get eaten.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's a little harsh. I mean, here, like, look
That's
at this
cold.
turkey neck I've got. I got to get rid of this. Actually, I can't get rid of it. No matter, like, even when I was in like the greatest shape of my life, I still had that damn thing.
Yeah, that's
Stupid
man.
freaking turkey neck.
You can actually
And I
just
did not eat all the crayons. I only ate half of them. Okay, I
well,
saved some for dinner.
look, in our defense, they don't taste that bad. I've actually tasted them before.
This is true.
Sure.
Wait, so after surgery with air, your skin
Ah,
fills up. Oh,
yeah. I thought I was just getting. I thought I was gassy. That's what I
huh.
thought. It's interesting. Yeah.
That's very interesting.
Weird process. I'm actually high right now. I'm on like on several.
Oh boy.
Oh, well, they give me narcotics, right? I'm on tramadol. I'm on.
Oh,
I don't know what else. They gave me morphine like 4 times yesterday, and then I don't know. People don't know. I might look like I'm, but I don't really. I don't use drugs. I don't. I'm pretty. My sister's pretty clean. I drink a lot when I'm on vacation. That's about it.
which
And
seems to be like every week.
well, that's why.
Man, you are on vacation a lot.
Yeah. So we
But
just
it's not really like a vacation. You're like, oh, where are you going this week? Oh, we're going to Mexico City. I got to do this. And then you went to where were you recently? Weren't you in Puerto?
Puerto Rico.
Yeah. How was that?
Well, I had to officiate a wedding. Went and knocked that out. That was pretty cool. But it was a wedding, so you could imagine all the, the mother of the bride. The bride was actually
Alcohol.
cool, but the groom was. It was just nuts, man. It was
That's
one.
crazy.
It was a destination wedding. It means you're stuck to everybody that goes, and there's only like 20 of us, and it was. Oh,
That's got to be intense.
it was too much, man. It was too much. Next year, I'm just gonna whatever comes up again. I'm just gonna be like, yeah, man, I'm staying home.
So we have managed to. There's a lot of changes. Semper Gumby is actually a thing,
Oh,
and we have officially changed the start date of you walking from no longer Los Angeles or Long Beach as it was. We're switching that to Hollywood, California, and roughly around July 4th, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
July 4th, yeah, be that weekend.
And be that weekend of July 4th. Um, so we have pushed this back. So July 4th, okay, so it'd probably be like July 2nd or July 3rd, give or take. Um, and now, do you still plan on doing this in 88 days? Tell
Uh,
us, how fast are you walking to Capitol Hill?
it might be a little more. We do have to set certain dates, but I think we'll be able to set the date for Washington D.C. when we're about a third of the way in. You know what I mean? That makes more sense
Okay.
because
Third away
although
in on the walk?
yeah, a third of the way. So when we finish the first leg, which is going to end in El Paso, then we'll be able to program a date, which gives us pretty much 60 days or so to program a date for Washington D.C. And then as long also when we finish the first two legs, each leg we're gonna take about 3 or 4 days to rest
Mm-hmm.
because it's just so intense. And honestly, I barely survived the first walk. I don't know what it's gonna be like on the second.
Well, the first walk, you almost got ran over by a freaking train.
I mean, I just as far as my body, like physically, right? And
Never
obviously,
mind the train. The
yeah,
train, now, minor issue there is you were running for dear life from a freaking freight train.
yeah, man. I lost a hat too. I really like it. Play
Poor
some more
hat.
times. You look at
Somewhere in Texas lies this hat.
yeah, it's in the bottom of that lake. Um, And what else did I lose? I lost a bunch of shit on there. I mean, I was kind of falling apart. Like you've seen those where vehicles driving and it's falling apart and the hubcaps are coming off and a fender. That's kind of what I look like. But luckily, we made it with about 15 seconds to spare, baby.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
Um,
what was it? Julie OMG Radio? Did you contact that club in San Diego?
uh, so no, I have. I haven't had a chance yet. It's been super busy because one trying to like. Because this is not the only thing, obviously, that you or I or anybody else that is involved in this project do.
Yep.
And so there's obviously multiple things going on. Um, and then, yeah, so I just been,
Everybody
and
knows.
plus I've been like trying to get this done, and I'm slow at projects. I don't know if anybody knows this. Here we go. But I'm very slow, and I tend to get sidetracked very easily. James says, trick with not being hit by a train is step off the tracks. Just figured I'd give you some helpful info.
Thanks, James. Thanks. Just like the crayons deal.
Yeah, it's kind of like when Oscar said, hey, Ramon, up here, turn left. And Ramon went right. Or was it left and then he was, I don't know. It was he went the opposite direction. If it wasn't for Oscar, we would not have Ramon. Why did we not get him on here, by the way? We have to get him on one day.
I don't know. I think he's camera shy. Ever since he stole my thunder, he's refused.
Really? You think that's it?
I mean, I was just kidding, but he really did steal it. I mean, he was so good that he's so lovable. People just like him. So he stole my thunder, and after that, he refuses to come out in public because I go, "Hey, man, you can't be better than me."
Yeah, it's like that's not allowed, right? I would like to think. I mean, that's interesting.
Oh, the band, second to last band, cannot be better than the main band.
Yeah, that's true. And then when that does happen, it gets a little weird.
But I was just
I
kidding.
have here.
I thought I was serious. I wasn't serious. I was just kidding.
So I have here so people can see. What the?
That's
Oh,
my
is that
watch.
your watch? Oh, your watch is talking to you now. That's good.
Yeah, added shit. I got my wife screaming at me, my kids screaming at me, and on my fucking watch.
I have here. Oh, wait, we're going to pause that. So this is actually. It says, oh, we got one here. It says, my friends stuck me in alive while I was in Cali. Hated it. Yeah, it's kind of strange when you get like just thrust into the spotlight, so to speak.
Julie wants to come on live.
Let me see here. Oh, check this out. So, I know I said this before previously, but yeah, we're going to see here if this works.
In the garages are.
Whoa, hold on.
Are you video?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out. Uh-oh, crap. Ah, where did I go? Shit. Okay, there I am. Wait, that doesn't work. I don't know if you can hear it or not.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, that's the last one.
So this is the last video of Ramon, because I plugged in my phone. So this is the last video of Ramon, actually. There we go. Not sure if it's echoing or not.
That's when we ran into those signs that somebody left on the beach for us. Super cool. Well, my son was recording all that.
Yeah, so this is the end. So for anyone that thinks like, oh, what happened or what did he do? Ramon actually, let me do this. This is Ramon walking into the beach. He literally started in the ocean, the San Diego-Tijuana border. And was it Brownsville, Texas, right?
Yeah, that was called, what was the name of that beach? Well, either way, it's where, Tesla has their rocket ship.
Oh, SpaceX? Oh, Tesla has their Tesla factory there. They're moving there or something like
Yeah,
that.
and that day was like a big jam because they were delivering a rocket.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yep.
There we go. Here's where Ramon. Did you run? Run!
So right
Forgot
there,
about that.
you see when I dove in right there? See how
Yeah.
quickly I got up?
How
I
cold
hit
was it?
a sandbar. It was like 2 inches deep.
Oh, that's freaking hilarious, actually.
So I got up and kept walking and then jumped back in because I had to wash off my face. I had boogers all over. I had sand. I had in my eyes, in my nose, my mouth, and probably all over my head.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
There is there's another video I have as well. I was trying to find the one where um it's you and whoa, you're giving the speech of with the stroke of a pen.
Oh yeah, yeah. I think you can find that probably on our. So
That one's
yes, Tim. I skipped right off the bottom on that. I literally skipped right off of it. It was very uncomfortable to say the least. It was just I hit hard. I think I jammed up my neck. It was
that's yeah. It was not fun, is what you were saying.
well, I mean, I was so much adrenaline and all that I just like hit, and then I was like, well, I got all these cameras on me. I better make it look cool. But if you look close, like real fast, like nobody dives underwater and comes up that quick. I didn't really go underwater. I just kind of hit, you know, sand. That was a
Oh,
little
here
embarrassing.
it is. Okay, so I'm gonna pull this up. How do I want to do this? You could hear the video, right? Was it? You could hear it well.
Yeah, you could hear it, but not loudly. Like it wasn't that clear.
Okay, give me a second. I'm gonna do it this way. That way everyone can see it.
All right,
I'm gonna
who's
just
chatting with
download
us?
it. But yeah, no. So that
Okay.
was
Thank you, Tim.
so
Appreciate.
the
Yeah, man.
changes are gonna be. We're starting in
So with
uh,
4th of July, and more likely 4th of July because the event is being sponsored by the World
Namrata.
which is the group that created America's Forgotten and America's Forgotten 2. So I haven't received confirmation, um, I'm thinking that that it's probably a go. I got a message from Namrata later, but either way, it's basically their event that they're putting together to help us launch. So they said Gary Sinise might, but she's very close friends with Gary. We're hoping that Gary can be there, and we'll see how many people can attend. Either way, we'll be sending out tickets. Everyone watching, you get a ticket. If you can make your way to Hollywood, you're welcome to be there. By the way, we're looking
So
at creating a. If anybody has suggestions of cities, we're still open for the schedule most of the way, except for El Paso, and we're looking at smaller towns to coordinate with the local VSO offices or with the local, American Legions or Veterans of Foreign Wars, and so that we can also create smaller events along the way. But we want 10 major events. So far, we have LA, Hollywood, Coachella, Phoenix. This is the first leg, so there'll probably be more. So it's 5 big events there. So Hollywood, Coachella, Phoenix, and Douglas, Arizona again, courtesy trip, and then
okay,
El Paso, Texas, and from there we make the shift over up to uh, uh, Amarillo, Texas, and we start off. We continue the route, but we shift upward to make it more so that it makes sense. And then from there, we so far only have one city that we're looking at closely. That's St. Louis, Missouri. And hopefully we can do some other ones like in Oklahoma or whatnot. But we're expecting a good turnout.
it's gonna be pretty freaking awesome. And so Namrata, you mentioned that name. Man, her name is very difficult to pronounce. So Namrata is. I tend to screw this one up. She is an Oscar nominated, if I'm not mistaken,
Mm-hmm.
director of documentaries. Um, she is also a an actress herself. She's done a lot in her home country of India, where she is from. She's been in the U.S. Extremely long time as well. She's done all sorts of stuff. She has her own production company. Fantastic lady, always on the move. It was by pure just luck, I guess, that you kind of ran into her as you're doing a walk. She was doing a film for something else, and
No,
oh,
so
hey, how's it going?
actually, what happened was she called. I mean, they saw uh, the Reuters. Remember that image that they submitted that was selected as one of the most impactful in the
Oh
world?
yeah.
Well, she saw that, and then they couldn't find me. What they did is they found my wife, and they called. They left the voicemail on my wife's phone. My wife called them back, and she gave me the number. I called them, and it was like, okay, I'll be there tomorrow. I'm like, what the heck? She flew right into Texas
Oh
overnight.
wow.
Yeah, huge veteran community in Kansas City, Missouri. Yeah, Richie King. Let's write that down, Richie King.
I know who Richie is. Don't worry. We know
Oh,
who
yeah,
Richie
Richie.
is. Richie is a big friend of VRS and the
Perfect.
mini shows as well.
Perfect.
Um, there is it's actually a good thing too. We got like all sorts of people all over the place here. Um, the other thing, and I've had a couple conversations with Namrata herself or myself and whatnot, and she's like, she's here in California in the Hollywood Burbank area. She's invited me down to the her studio and stuff, and it's just fascinating and really just a good person.
Yeah,
Um,
he is awesome.
just a really good person. She was what was it recently? Wasn't she in like Africa on like doing another documentary out there?
Well,
Um,
it's part of it's. So on her documentary, she's going to highlight four subjects of four different situations, right? And it's a little flexible as she's going, but one of them is she's highlighting some of the immigration policies that the U.S. has in countries that are supposed to be, you know, um, war torn, and these are humanitarian visas, and kind of how the systems are getting scammed, because we have no real way of verifying who's who, and so a lot of different stuff happening, and she's exposing a lot of issues, and you'll see it. When the movie comes out this summer, she doesn't allow me to speak on specifics, and I get that. And
yeah, that
so,
makes sense.
I mean,
I
it's just
am. Oh, go
you
ahead.
want to put out there when the movie comes out, right? It's supposed to be shocking, and we're all talking about it already. Yeah.
Yeah, there is. What I'm doing right now is I am posting into the chat a link to the trailer, actually, for America's Forgotten, um, that came out. Looks like October 16th of 2020.
Yep.
And then so now you have America's Forgotten 2, which will be released obviously this year. I have watched that documentary, America's Forgotten. It
I thought.
is surprising the things that people will learn. And it's just like, you when you did the first walk, the deported veterans, people still are surprised by that. They're like, well, what do you mean deported
Right.
veterans? They're like, that's not possible. What I have, apparently it is, right? Like, that's America for you, people. That's America. Check this out, though. All right. Oh, boy. Uh-oh. What is we doing? Update.
Who's
No, cancel that. Okay. Good. So we're seeing a lot of Ramon. This is my screen. This is kind of the way this works. And it's a cluster. But I have this. Ta-da! You probably see in the background now. Oh, you don't. Cool. All right. I'm not sure what
Oh,
you
you found the
actually see.
video?
Yeah. Okay. What do you see? You
I'm
got to tell
seeing
me here because I'm not.
like five screens.
Oh shit. Well, I don't want you to see 5 screens.
Okay, you had that one where I'm in Brownsville.
Wait. What about? No, entire screen. There we go.
There it is.
All right. Sorry. Still learning. Radio is not smart, people. I just pretend to be smart. Ha. Okay, and then now I'm gonna kick Ramon out for a second of so you're still here, but I'm just gonna go to this view. Bam! You're gonna see a million of me until I minimize. That is so cool looking. Everyone's like, what the hell? And then now we should see Ramon. Ramon, you see Ramon?
Yep.
All right. Hopefully, you hear it. You should hear it.
You can hear it.
And I mean that.
All right.
You know how many times the Border Patrol was called on me? I mean, it just on and on. Yeah. So I was afraid I would end up deported as well. So, anyways, I really appreciate you guys coming on.
Now, Ramon, when was this speech? What day was this?
So many.
This is the last day, right?
It wasn't just me. There were teams. Erasmo Apodaca's
family. It was on my birthday, August 11th.
We met. Raymond and I met.
Was this the final day of the walk?
The last day, that's it. We were done with the
right.
We went and showered and came back to this.
And updating us. So the Walk the Line, the hashtag Walk the Line 2021 has been in several places of this country, not just.
I'm waiting for the famous line you said.
Put together, and I mean,
it was probably speed up a minute or two.
You know, I don't believe. Raymond and I visited Wake, and on Monday they had the funeral flag, and we had to deliver it to the family, hand it over to the schools, many whose names we don't even know. The federal government has failed over and over in many instances, starting with the fact that we are not guaranteeing citizenship to all those who serve this country honorably, those who we consider green card soldiers. When these men or women run into issues after their service, they first have to pay the price of their mistake, and then they're deported. When they're deported, we don't even bother to keep track of these men and women. Many of them have left the country, have been kicked out of the country, and have faded away into the shadows, and we'll never know who they are. We will never know when they left. We will never know what became of them. Many of these men and women are deported to these countries, to a country that they left when they were 3 or 4 months old, that they left legally. They came to this country legally. And I know that's the criticism, right? Oh, we want to say that they were here, that they were illegal, undocumented, or whatever you want to call it. But they came here legally. They did it the right way. They grew up in this country. They went to local schools. They were as American as apple pie, except for that status. They served this country. Many of them served this country in combat honorably. They did their entire service honorably. They left with an honorable discharge, and then because of their service, they ran into issues. Many have PTSD, and you guys know, you veterans know, especially the older veterans, you guys know how the federal government treated us. All right, a lot of times when I came out in November of 2003, I was the VA, the Veterans Administration asked me to go see a doctor. This is a year after I other health concerns, and they slipped through the cracks. Ramon, you're right, brother. Because I'm raising for our nonprofit, I didn't walk through the town and then get on the vehicle and ride to the next town and walk through that town. This wasn't for attention. There was a real sacrifice. And it was to bring attention to an injustice and to the fact that our Congress, our Senate, and our current president and the previous presidents, including Donald Trump, Barack Obama, George W. Bush, and especially Bill Clinton, failed. They failed our veterans every step of the way. This president, on the first day in office, canceled the Keystone Pipeline. He stopped the construction of the border wall with the stroke of a pen.
Yes!
And I ask you, and I ask him, and I ask everyone else who will listen, why can't he do the same for our veterans? With the stroke of a pen, he can bring them all back. With the stroke of a pen, he can stop deportation today. And with the stroke of a pen, Congress can pass legislation guaranteeing that everyone, every green card soldier, when they exit active duty under honorable conditions, is awarded citizenship to this country.
Damn it, you are good.
Yeah, that was good stuff, huh? I was pumped
I mean, damn it, man, you are good.
There was some good stuff, and that's all. Thanks, Tim, by the way.
I am going to have to post that video to like I'm going to edit that clip right whatnot. I haven't seen that video in a while. I knew I had it because I remember live streaming that day with that one, and I'm like, what's he gonna say? Because you like never really had like a speech, so to speak, and or yeah. And when you said that, I was like, oh son of a bitch, like that's good. That's oof.
I mean, if you think of all these powerful moves that were made on day one, okay, he didn't do it on day one. What about day two, day three, day 180, day 360? And what the fuck, man? Let's get this squared away.
And
And
the funny part is you call out all the presidents right there. You're just like that. Not just this one. You know, Barack Obama, Donald Trump, George W. Bush, especially Bill Clinton, because
yeah,
that's where that whole thing started, if I'm not mistaken.
that's correct.
So it's just like that's insane. Yeah,
Yep.
we're getting that. We're posting that up on VR because that is just like, oh, that is amazing.
Get
That
that
is
back.
amazing.
We
And
are.
you came up with it right on the spot.
Yeah, and that's what I was saying. This is a not. We mentioned that over and over as part of one of our hashtags, right? Not a Republican issue, not a Democratic issue. It's an American issue. And I think that as we continue, as we look at the history of the United States, we are a nation of immigrants, and
Mm-hmm.
immigrants have made up, the bulk, or not, not the bulk, but much of our active duty population, eventually becoming citizens or not. And our veteran, they're a big part of our veteran population. Many of them are very proud, and like I've said, many are so grateful to be in this country that they're willing to give their life up in service of it. But like Ernie Mariscal said, look, here's the thing, because Ernie wasn't on board, right? He's like, oh, they're criminals, whatever. Well, how many of us aren't fucking criminals, right? But what Ernie said was like, look, he went home and thought about it. And he goes, you know what? I thought about it. Had these men and women died in combat, they would have been brought home as American heroes.
Yep.
I go, damn right. Instead, they came home,
And go ahead.
and instead they came home, right? They got in trouble. Most of them are fucked up in the head, like most of us are. And that's what happens. But they would have came home, they would have died in combat, wrapped in an American flag. And here's the other part: they die somewhere else, and they get to be wrapped in an American flag and brought home.
They just can't live here anymore.
They just can't live here anymore.
So we're
So
going to kick you out. We're going to give you your benefits still. And then we're not going to let you back in until you die.
till you're dead, maybe.
If, I mean, that's just, the thought of that is just insane. I mean, holy crap. That's just insane. So, gonna go wrap this up here because I know that you are on a lot of medication.
I am. Can you
Um,
dozing off? I'm a
yeah,
little.
I can. But what we'll do for next week actually is a couple things. Gonna need some help from the audience. We're gonna need to kind of come up with some other cities that we need to hit. So now we gotta have people think. And the thought is this, and you brought this up a while ago in one of our conversations. Do we go to the major cities that are the in the spotlight, the big cities like a Chicago or a Philadelphia? Do we instead go to the cities that have the worst homeless problem for veterans, the
And I think
worst incarceration problem? Do we mix it up? How do we do that? So, food for thought, people.
yeah. So
Think.
we want to visit cities
Help
that
us
are
out.
bad for veterans. We want to visit the places that are good for veterans. We also want to visit Gold Star families. We want to visit areas of large homeless veteran population. And if we get the opportunity, if any governor along the way will give us the opportunity to visit incarcerated veterans, I would love to see that. Obviously there are cities along the way where we're going to visit families of deported veterans. But I want to talk about all those things. I want to talk about everything that's tied to mental health that's affecting our veterans. Again, we met, well, homelessness, drug
Yep.
addiction, which drug and
Incarceration.
alcohol, right?
Yep.
Incarceration rate, um, deported veterans, and then the worst one of all is the suicide rate. And so, many are now saying that those veterans that commit suicide, right, it's a result of their service, and they're being referred to the families as Gold Star families as well. So, either way, I want to visit, and I would love to visit, Gold Star families and those fallen in combat, because I think we need to pay them the respects as well, and not forget about them.
Absolutely.
But we also, I think that we need to visit families of those veterans who have committed suicide, and most importantly, I want to show, because most of us, who we love most, are our families, right? Uh,
Yep.
we love them more than we love ourselves. But I think that if we're able to see what happens to our families after we're gone, after we do something like that, because it's not normal, right? We die in an accident, we die of old age. The family accepts that, but it's really hard to accept when somebody, um, takes their own life. You think sometimes they're blamed for it. Could you imagine, thinking, my dad didn't care enough about me, just, or maybe he did or didn't, whatever. But we just have to show how different it is and how difficult it is for the families. And I think that if we're able to save one life, based on that, then we did something good. And so, anyways, we
Yep.
got a lot of work to do, a lot of work ahead of us. I don't know if I'll be able to do this again, to be honest. So, Nate, you'll be ready next year. You'll be the one walking in 2023.
I'm telling you, we got a bike across or something next time. This
Biking.
walking.
I told you I got like extra butt cheeks the last time I went on that 25-mile butt ride. My bottom of my butt cheeks got so swollen, it literally looked like I had extra butt cheeks down there. So yeah, so not good. I'm telling you, bike ride's worse than walking.
Okay, skateboard. Oh, that would suck. I
Yeah,
already know.
I remember I
Bad
saw you
idea.
down here on that skateboard.
Yeah, I ate shit a few times going down that hill, like a lot.
Yeah,
But I
buddy.
saved my camera. I tuck and rolled, people. I
Oh,
tuck and rolled.
they won't ever forget the first day we met in person. Now, that's for sure.
I was like, holy shit, he is short. I'm finally tall.
Yeah. I tell people all the time I'm only 5'4", and people are like, "Yeah, right." Maybe in person, like, "Oh shit, yeah." I just,
That's fantastic.
yeah, I walk in the room like I got the biggest ding dong. That's all. It makes me look like a monster.
That's just because you're a Marine. It happens.
That's right.
It's
And I
what we
got a
do.
third, so you
It's
know.
what we do. And you know what? Everyone else can get over it. Because
That's
that's
what I
what we
say all
do.
the time. They can get over it. It's not my fault. I don't.
Not my fault I chose to join the Marine Corps and get a gigantic ego. My bad.
My bad. That's the way it goes.
Like, that's the way it goes, people. Sorry.
And
So,
I haven't met a Marine that I don't like yet. So I don't know what everyone else is seeing. Let me see. Radio doing the Ninja Turtle role right now.
yeah, I've done the Ninja Turtle in combat before. That was kind of funny. Yeah, flailing around. One
Yeah, I
day
heard
I'll
that.
find that picture.
Everyone's remembering that stuff.
Fuck,
So
I
there's
can't
a picture
believe
out there of
that.
that.
That's funny. I still
All right,
can't
brother.
believe the funniest shit happens in combat. It really does. Like people don't realize. They're just like, whoa, okay, that someone just tried to kill me, but that was funny. It's
I
weird.
have a cousin.
Um,
I don't know if I told you this story. My cousin. So we stayed in Kuwait, right? And for the
yeah,
first couple of weeks, Saddam was sending all his missiles our way. And so, my cousin had
I
to
couldn't
run.
even imagine that.
My cousin had to run, so he would he's trying to get in there, and you have to get him to mop level 4 gear, right? So he runs
Oh
in,
God.
start on their dressing, and you can hear woo bunkers, bunkers. So he start getting it back on. He runs out to the bunkers, all clear, all clear. Then he runs back to the shitter. Woo, and he would run back to the bunker. I mean, I imagine he had shit all over himself. He didn't admit that part, but could you imagine?
Oh my God, dude, that would just be.
I'm like, I told him. Finally, I told him, we could talk to each other. Finally, I told him, "Hey, babe.
Oh, I'm gonna go to the store to get stuff for dinner.
All right, have fun.
Okay.
Bye." No, yeah,
Well, there's also my buddy was in a porta shitter in Hit, Iraq, when they got mortared, and it was close enough to the porta shitter where it actually knocked it over when he was in it.
poor thing. A lot of weird stories
Ah,
that we could write a book of just nothing but stupid stories. I wish somebody would,
the,
because
the strange shit that happens in combat.
yeah, because
It's
I have fun.
Hey,
You know,
that's my idea right there. That's my title.
You should totally write a book, dude. You'd be good. You'd do a great
We're
job.
gonna go interview a bunch of people and their combat stories.
Yeah, just throw their stories in there. There are fucking funny ones all over the place. So
hey, it happens. But
anyways, brother,
all right.
let's
Go ahead.
and we should have a meeting soon.
Yep, absolutely.
All right.
And to everyone, enjoy. Have a great week. I'm gonna play guitar. And Taylor Hawkins, wherever the hell you are, man. Thank you for a lifetime of fucking music. That's
yeah, man. I saw that.
So sad.
Yeah, it happens. Still young,
right
man. Yeah, he's still many years
50
to go.
50 years old.
Yeah, it sucks.
Yep.
That's
Ramon,
get well soon.
as they say right there, get
Yeah.
well.
Yeah, we still got that campaign going. I should be knocking on doors right now instead of. But
Instead, you're sitting on your ass complaining about gallbladder surgery. On that note, we're out. Later, everyone.